as 9, 0, and 8 on the rise. Yes, ban detected for game number 3.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep, some votes there for Teddy as well, and I think a bit of game 1 seeping in with his early game being so incredibly good.
Yeah, I do actually quite like the pickup here. No. Because it's finally open for Hoyd.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
and you're a big... I mean, it's been banned the last 2 games. As no!
Yep, mid lane are going to be taken down here.
In game number 1 as well. As there we go. Okay. I can rest... Now ban Wukong as well. And we can rest at ease. It's not Wukong, but I'll take it, honestly.
I wanted the Wukong. Carrie has been trolling us all night with... Oh, it's not a troll! We're getting Kaisa in the mid lane for Faker. It's actually happening here in game number 3.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Redemption.
Big Kaisa fan. Yeah.
All their hard engage and someone on T1 gets hit. They 100% die, and actually playing out the front to back, I think is going to be quite hard here. Wanted to let the minion go, but she's him. Alan with the red buff.
Yeah, he's got a great angle. Big poke onto Fate, but he's got that clone in the front. The flash comes in. One more auto could do it. Owner is here, though. As the Ignite goes down, doing a nice big chunk into LM hunting. But no, he'll just go back in as this is Faker's 71st unique pick in the LCK.
Incredible.
He had 70. We said that was incredible, but the number just keeps going up.
What are you getting at here?
It's just a memory. We get the big lockdown, though, onto Guma. The flash away, and Hoyt is going to go down. First blood goes over to Guma, as they will turn it here onto Teddy as well. He will survive, and Elim is looking for the revenge. He will be able to... No! The knock away with the pull, and Guma will survive! Carrier keeps him alive, and now red buff is onto the Jinx. Just hanging out.
As we are. Reskank. Oh, Ellen.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Hoyt is here, too. It is a 3-on-3. Carrier still sticking around, but the damage is coming in. Owner jumps onto him. They're trying to burst down Element. He does go down 1 for 1, but a lot of low health bars here on the side of Fate. As Hoyt will go low, and Faker will be gifted another kill. Picks it up. As Owner nearly able to take out Fate. The chains missed. The distortion missed.
I think that 15-0 is looking pretty good, Valdez.
Fate, he's gonna... Wait! He gets it down, but still, he will be taken out, and that gives a free lane here for Faker.
Let's keep track of. They really felt like, as we can see here, they know that the top side is going to get invaded, right? Because Alan was so low from the jungle or for the mid lane gank, so instead he tries to cheese gank bot. And that's fine if Teddy and Hoyt are a little bit slower on the plane.
Yeah.
Because they try to force summoners, but they actually hard commit. No, I don't want to. I don't want to watch this. As this is perfectly played by Karyan Guma. And then from that point onwards, Hoyt is still level 2 here. Right? Like, this just never works out. Unfortunately, with the level advantages, Owner full health, Lee Sin. This is a dream scenario for him.
Yeah.
As at least Flash is forced on top side, so that's, you know,
something.
Like the entire foundation of your house is collapsing, but you got a nice drink, so that's cool at least, I guess.
Too
so we got like what, 3 replays, and we get a replay of what happened.
I mean, we had game 1 and we had game 2, and now we have this. Teddy is going to survive for now. Guma going very deep for that one, gets excited. Carrier stays alive. And not even the wind becomes lightning.
That is still level 1. And then from then onwards, it all gets increasingly crazy and crazier and crazier. And now Guma is just monster fed. And is probably going to single-handedly carry the game with the lead that he's been given here. Because honestly, I know I talked about hard engage. Yeah, I mean, I'm very optimistic.
Yeah, you're a believer. As Carrier, I think that was just Hex Flash again. As now into the pit, looking for that eye hit. T1 did pick it up, but just gonna have to wait for Owner to try to make this.
Yeah, took a gold lead here.
Yeah. And maybe even some more kills. Rocket comes in, the Gale Force as well. Hoyt looking to turn it around, and he might just be able to. Well, I mean, he got the kill onto Carrier, I guess. As Guma gets 2 more, and the knockback onto LM gets kicked away, and Guma is the president. Everybody just trying to keep him safe. Can even Fate take him down? The leash is not enough, and the last auto will get him, but it just doesn't matter, guys.
Okay, I'm sorry. I won't.
Hold your horses now, Chronicler.
Okay.
A lot of damage. Faker gets chained under the turret.
Anyway, as I was saying, Kai'Sa builds.
Uh-oh. Guma in a bit of trouble here. He is just going to skirt out of that one, I guess. As Zeus in a little bit of trouble. Trying to jump away, but the knockup comes in. He knocks away Ellen now. As the gate not quite going to help him get away. Zeus, it looks like he's still hunting for Keen, but you got to be careful, buddy. Keen going to get that one down as owner. It's really going to matter too much because you're so far ahead. Zeus is, he's going in here 1v2. Got a little bit too far up the lane.
A little bit wacky.
Over the wall goes Carrier. He just wants to party, and he will get his party. In goes Faker, and he's just going to get blown up 100-0. We do get into the back line here, does Owner. Going to force Fate away. This just feels like the wallets are extremely heavy. Huge kick comes in as well. As down will go Hoyt eventually. Zeus does take him out here. And Fate is going to get cleaned up by Owner too. Just picking them off like flies at this point. Trying to give the kill over to Guma, I think. And then Owner's like, nope.
Front to back. Yeah. Carrier goes in. And honestly, I applaud this call. At this point, any fight is a good fight, right? It doesn't matter. Faker going in way too deep into 4 people doesn't matter. Because everyone on that team is so fed. While all of this is happening, Guma is still full health, right? So like, the damage looks nice. Kwangdong trade a kill. And then, man, Owner really feeling bad about his POG score. You know, it's like, guys, how many plays do I need to make?
Yeah. I just have to be 100% hit rate on my Q ability, I guess.
Still level 2.
And then he's still level 2 and he gave over his life. And that's why he's so far behind. And from there, the game has basically been over. But how much farther can we take this one? In goes Hoyt, he's dead, but so is Faker. Faker has been tanking a lot. That it does. But you can see here, once again, Carry is basically just like, yeah, see enemy champion, engage on enemy champion.
Unfortunately, with the depth charge, Keen also condemning Hoyt to an unfortunate fate. And you see some remnants here of what this comp could have done, right? With a lot of heavy engage, a lot of tankiness, Fate looking in from the flanks, Teddy.
You gotta get in there and steal, probably.
Get that bounty.
Can't see them turning this one, but Keen is going to attempt it. He knocks up Guma in the back, and Guma immediately goes down. Cleanse and Flash are both used. And this is the true test for T1. Can you win 4v5 from here? Big poke comes in, very nicely blocked by Hoyt as Zeus is still looking for more.
Or the gold lead that we have talked about to death, because there's honestly not that much to talk about. This is as good as a fight as you're going to get. I actually love this from Kwangdong. And again, it shows the power of these team comps. And if the early game would have gone any other way, this is probably a game-winning fight for Kwangdong. This gets you Baron, right? You get the Fed Jinx. Bad, all things considered, as here we go.
Guma, no cleanse, no flash, but he does have the Gale Force. But take a look at that. The Nautilus goes down. In goes Hoyt, trying to create a bit more. Huge rocket into the back line. Hoyt is going to have to back away. Faker goes in, looking for more. Immediate knockup as the Moonlight Vigil cannot land. Faker will survive.
Very clearly not deciding to lose this game. And I don't think it should work, but do see. The exact issue that we talked about is that it's not actually a front line. You are exclusively squishy characters, and if they turn on you, if you don't play it out cleanly, you immediately die.
Yeah.
Faker forced to flash. If he doesn't, gets hit by the Moonlight Vigil, and
yeah.
And called off the sunlight as Owner.
They spot him there in the brush. And now Owner might just go down. Huge amounts of damage, though, from Faker, as Guma's trying to snipe him, too. Faker not quite able to get it. Owner nearly catches him on the backside. Meanwhile, Kwangdong, they do get a pick off here, but the damage is beginning to be shelled out by Faker, as he's just going to try to go for Teddy. He gets Teddy, and he will go down himself.
Look at bots.
Going really deep into this one is Guma, and the bot lane, as you mentioned, is being torn to shreds. Zeus gonna already take down the inhibitor.
After, again, multiple moments that are not the greatest, wondering whether that was initially a ward clear from Owner.
Yeah.
I assume so.
Must have been.
Turned into a nice pick, but crucially here is the backs don't actually come through. As, yeah, unfortunately for Owner.
Okay, we have a Baron here as Fade is gonna try to go for it. The damage a bit too high now. Nobody is grouped up on the side of Kwangdong, so over at 20. Like, I thought we were going to be killing the Nexus at 23 minutes.
What if they didn't flip the early game as much as they did? Like, just imagine. I mean, I'm going to tell you what happened. T1 would play way more respectful, and this would not have been as close, quote unquote, as it has been here.
Yeah.
I don't think so, at least. As we've seen, as all of us have witnessed in solo queue, too big a lead can do weird things to
Faker is beginning to exist now. You know, you talked about you talked about spikes. He's got nearly an extra item on top of it.
It's just a different skin of Corky. He's back.
Oh no. To try to stop the onslaught, but I think we're just gonna make history tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's the only thing we're gonna be doing here. As T1, they'll take it slow, but the knockup will come in onto that backline. Keen is trying his hardest to keep this base alive, and Zeus is going to get extremely low, but nobody can touch Faker. Owner is still alive in the backside of this fight as well, and that's gonna do it. T1 will take down the Nexus and make history tonight with their 15th win in a row at the LCK.
15-0. The first time in the history of the LCK, 15 consecutive wins in a split. And while we had some fun in the game, let us not distract from what that game truly was, which was a one-sided affair, start to finish. Incredible.
And again.
And again.
And again. And again. It could just keep happening. They could just keep winning, guys.
Wasn't enough, especially on the third game. They did make T1 work for it, and that's a lot more than a lot of our teams have been able to say.
It is huge. And let's see what they have to say, actually, in this moment. For now, just calling the tower, hit the towers. Let's fight. LeBlanc. Let's go. Felios. Go in, Kaisa. They're all saying, they were talking about, like, who hit the Nexus? And everybody was like, it wasn't me, it wasn't me. Wanting to get more kills. Nothing specific about, you know, the records that were set or anything like that. Nothing about the Kaisa, really. Just about winning yet another game, and that's really what it is.
Entirely sure who's going to get it, but Owner is going to be the one that picks it up in the end. Really glad that we demonstrated a few of those sick mechanical outplays, as you saw. Well deserved. 400 points here from the T1 jungle. That's one way of doing it. 7 out of 13. A few votes going over to Gumayushi and a couple going over to Keria as well.